is Jackie and I am here with Grizfolk. We are day one of Firefly, enjoying the nice weather. Your newest album, Rarest of Birds, comes out next month. How is it an evolution since Waking Up the Giants?
Well, it's been 2 years, I think, between the records. It's just been, we pretty much wrote 2 records before this record. It takes time, and this one feels really good. It's a compilation of songs that we're really proud of, so, it's been a fun process.
Yeah, it's a little more organic in the instrumentation. We got a lot of upright piano, acoustic guitars, real drums, a little bit less electronic than the first one, which is obviously a little bit of a departure for us from our debut sound, but we're really excited about it.
How is your new song Hurricane a reflection of the album?
I'd say it's that same kind of, it's what I was just saying actually. There's a lot, starts with piano, starts with acoustic guitar comes in, and it's got a lot of energy too. We wrote it with something like this in mind, with the festival in mind. It's kind of the perfect festival anthem, and we're gonna play it later tonight.
Good.
Yeah, it'll be fun to debut it here at a festival, because that was the intention of it.
It's ready for us. So is the song running on the album more autobiographical, or is it more general and broad sweeping?
I would say it's both. It's stories that we've compiled through the years, and personal stories. So I think the lyrics that are on this album is something that everyone can kind of like pick at and find their own little story to put it in. So I would say it's both.
Yeah, definitely. And like Seb was saying, we wrote so many songs to get to this batch of songs that make this album. We wanted it to feel really cohesive from beginning to end, not just like a collection of songs, but we love listening to actual albums, and so we wanted to make an album from start to finish, and I think the lyrics and the storytelling kind of reflects that.
And in a day and age of music streaming, why was it so important to write a cohesive album?
I think it's, I guess obviously in the past albums were maybe more popular than they are now, but that concept is still alive almost in playlists. When you think about streaming, like a great playlist is essentially like a great album if it flows really nicely. And so just that kind of body of work, like we were able to have that platform. Like we could make an album, so we wanted to. And we have that entire story and journey.
Would you still consider creating like a one-off single that you could put up on music streaming, or is it essential to just stick with kind of the traditional album?
No, I don't think we would want to stick to anything. I think keeping it open and keeping it creative is so important. And this album is like we release song by song, but it's leading up to this album, and I don't know how we're gonna do it in the future, but if we really like a song and we really want it to be out in the world, we'll release it. Yeah.
And you mentioned songs being really prime for a music festival. How did you go about making your set list for Firefly?
Well.
Have you made it yet? Is the real question.
We did. We made one, but honestly, so we played an acoustic set earlier this afternoon, and we had a set list, and we changed it in the middle of it on the fly based on what was happening. And so, I don't know. We try to best predict what the energy will be like, and where we'll be creatively in that moment, and if it needs to be adjusted, we'll fix it on the fly.
Hopefully we all play the same song.
That's all that's really needed, right? So what's up next for you guys after Firefly?
Well, we have a headline tour that starts the July 19th when our album comes out. Starts in LA, and then we do like a West Coast run, 2.5 weeks, and then we have a couple more festivals lined up as well. So it'll be a fun summer.
Yeah, the music's ready for it. So stay tuned for much more from Grizfolk. This is Jackie, thanks to In the Key of Change, Chorus FM, and The Vinyl.